Does it really make any sense to separate such boys and girls who come from the same neighborhoods, walk together in school every morning, they are together during all the school breaks and even games time, and in the evening, they still walk back home together? Hi everyone! One of the things that seems to be on the rise in our schools is the separation of boys and girls in mixed day schools. Whereas this is common in mixed boarding schools, this is now finding its way in mixed day schools. This is, however, not unique to Kenya. According to Teaching Tolerance, a project of the Southern Poverty Law Center, only 11 US public schools had sex-segregated classrooms in 2002, but that number rose to more than 550 in 2009. This represents a whopping 4,900% increment, and that's a very high increment within a period of just 7 years. The number of single-sex schools seems also to be on the rise, and this again is not unique to Kenya. In 2004, there were just 34 single-sex schools in the US, but by 2014, the US Department of Education estimated there were 850. According to the New York Times. The issue of separating boys and girls has its proponents and of course those that oppose it. It also has got its advantages and its disadvantages. Individuals who argue that boys and girls should be separated in different classes argue that it minimizes distractions during classes, since the desire to impress members of the opposite sex is eliminated. Secondly, girls tend to be more shy than boys, and if you put them together, they tend to hold back and even refrain from answering questions, even when they know the answers. Number 3 is that separating the genders allow teachers to tailor-make their lessons, since boys and girls have different styles of learning. And additionally, boys and girls' brains are different, with girls also maturing faster than boys. These are a few reasons, among many others. Those that support the mixing of boys and girls argue that a school is a mirror of the society, where both genders coexist. If they were not separated in class, there will be more interactions between them, therefore better teamwork in the future. But then again, I find that argument to be incomplete, because in athletics and games such as football, women and men compete differently. Number 2 is that co-educational environments bridge the equality gap. This is because we begin to see that we are humans first. No one receives any special treatment simply because they are a boy or a girl. Number 3 is that it promotes opportunities for socialization. Students who receive an education from institutions that encourage same-gender classrooms struggle to interact with the members of the opposite sex after they graduate. I guess this is the reason why some men really struggle kukatia wasichana, because they grew up in different environments, especially during their teenage years. There are several other advantages and disadvantages of mixed gender schools, and I believe that all of them are valid for single-sex schools. What I find a little bit weird and questionable is separating boys and girls in mixed day schools. Does it really make any sense to separate such boys and girls who come from the same neighborhoods, walk together in school every morning, they are together during all the school breaks and even games time, and in the evening, they still walk back home together? I'm asking this because this issue is really gaining popularity in mixed day schools. And I believe that the biggest problem that we have in Kenya and in Africa at large is lack, or rather minimal, research and scientific data. People do things based on emotions and personal biases with very little regard to scientific data and research that has been carried out. Using other researches that have been done elsewhere, like Europe and the US, may not also be the best solution because the environments are totally different. We need to dig deep into this issue as teachers, parents, students, and other stakeholders and come up with a policy that has the least effects, most benefits, most reasonable, devoid of emotions, and most importantly, if possible, backed with tangible scientific data. Thank you so much. I'm out.